Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm excited to say I will be doing my mid-year Passion Roadmap. Yay! So if you haven't seen my beginning of the year Passion Roadmap, I do have a video on it. I will try to remember to link it in the comments, but you can always look up the goals playlist and you can see that. I actually think I do have it already linked in the comments. So if you want to take a look at that roadmap, you can, but I'm also going to show it to you in this video. But before we get started, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. That means there's an affiliate link in the description of this video. We normally have discount codes for you as well that give you 10% off, but I think that discount code is not working presently because they're testing the system. So at the very least, the link works. If you want to use it to purchase your Passion Planner products, I thank you. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your thumbs up in your comments. I would love to know how you guys are doing. How are you surviving? What coping mechanisms are you employing at the moment? I am planning. That's what I do. I cope. I plan. All right, let's get into it. So this is the medium Passion Planner in the Dusty Rose cover with the rose gold tabs, if you are interested. And in the front here is the Passion Roadmap. Now this is the first one. This is the beginning of the year. And I just wanted to briefly say that this increment of time is normally 3 months. It's 3 months, 1 year, 3 years, and a lifetime. I change it to 6 months because that just more closely aligns with the semester schedule. And to me, it just makes sense. But this is what I had planned to do with my time at the beginning of the year. And for those of you who are new, if you're new for this video, I love this goal setting system for a number of reasons, but one of the main things that I love about it is that you take this roadmap, you set up every month with it in mind, then you set up every week with that in mind, and it basically helps you see, like, is the way you're spending your time aligning with the goals you set for yourself? And that might mean that if it's not aligning, then that might mean you have too much on your plate. It could mean that you need to adjust your goals. It could mean that you need to make more time for your goals. So anyway, I just really like the way that this planner is set up in that way. Like the goal setting and the planning are connected, or you can connect them, and that's how it's designed. And I just like that. So I'm just taking a look here at what I thought I would be able to do in the 6 months since I created this. And I did visit family in California, and I submitted this chapter for publication, and it was accepted. So really happy about that. This is Submit Edited Collection number 2 proposal. We are actually ready to go on this. We're just waiting to hear back from the press. So this is very close to being complete. Now this goal here, design the CE class, I did not have time to do that, but I need to do it. So that's going to happen this summer regardless. And then the big question is, did I lose 25 pounds? This was the goal I had set at the beginning of the year. And it was also my game changer goal was weight loss. So Passion Planner has you take one of the goals from here that will have the most positive impact on your life, and then you break it down further using their game changer system. And that has been the game changer goal that I kind of bring into every single month when I set it up, and then every single week. And then you kind of brainstorm steps you can take to achieve that goal. I did lose weight, but did I lose 25 pounds? No. And we will talk about that when I set up my new Passion Roadmap. So I didn't quite get there, but I did make progress. And then the 1 year goals are to redesign my class, which I'm doing right now, lose even more weight, and then visit my family in Madeira. And I'm actually doing it at the end of this month. So I'll be able to cross that off as a goal too. So these two will get crossed off. This is more of like a partial cross off. And then 3 year goals, this is going to happen, whether I hope it happens within the next 3 years, but we'll see. So this is just sort of all to say what I will be possibly transferring to my new Passion Roadmap. So here is the mid-year. It's between June and July. And I will show you how I'm going to set that up. All right, so to start with, I'm going to take this. This is my Pilot G2. I just like this pen. And what it asks you to do is put the date, so today's date, So I'm going to go ahead and pretend like it's the very end of June, even though it's technically not, but it's close enough to do this roadmap. And then instead of this 3 month here, I'm going to put 6 months, and I'm going to go ahead and white that out. I kind of see why they have 3 months, because it's a nice, like, condensed amount of time. But since you don't update the roadmap every 3 months, I don't know, I think the incongruity of that would drive my brain crazy. And then you put the date that this time increment will fall on. And I like that too, because it gives you a really concrete sense of how much time between now and then it is. So for the purposes of just simplifying, I'm going to go ahead and put the end of the year. For this is the next 6 months. And then 1 year from now will be June 30th, 2026. And then 3 years from then will be, from now, will be the June 30th, 28. I had to think about that for a second. And then you have lifetime, and that's just lifetime. So it's so weird to think about the year 2028, because I think my daughter will be starting kindergarten. Yes. Oh my God. It's just insane to like think of that. Like, what? Okay. So then the way that I like to do this is by no means the only way to do this. And you can look on Instagram to see how people use this map in very different ways. But I like to start with the lifetime. And essentially what I do is I transfer over, I transfer this stuff over for the most part. It pretty much follows me from like roadmap to roadmap, but sometimes I make slight adjustments. But these are like basically, what do you want out of your life, you know? And for me, I think about it in a very like broad sense. Some people put like very specific things, like in my lifetime, I want to travel to Africa or whatever. And they put it in here. But for me, this is more like, what kind of life do I want to have? I want it to involve travel. I want to be a good mom. I want to be a teacher scholar. So those are the kinds of things that I put here. And I just keep moving these over because these haven't changed. I'm actually really happy because I'm getting back to the teacher scholar part of it. Like, I kind of fell off when I was an admin and when I was having the babies. And not entirely, but like quite a bit. And then, you know, it just, to me, it's why I went into academia. Like, I wouldn't, you know, if all I wanted to do was teach, I would have just become a K through 12 teacher, because it doesn't take as much time to get the credentials that you need. And, for that. But no, research and writing, those are, you know, the big thrusts. And I got lucky in that I really like the teaching aspects of it as well. So essentially, as I said, travel, good mom, teacher scholar, an author. Yes. I mean, I am a research author. This I put on this past time because I contemplated writing a non-academic book. And I'm not sure about this goal. Like, I was feeling a lot of malaise about my work in the beginning of the year, and I feel better about it now than I did. So if I become an author, I'm not entirely sure. It won't have anything to do with academia the way I initially envisioned this. But I do anticipate wanting to do this in some way, shape, or form. And then being healthy, an engaged community member, and creative. So those are kind of the things that I want in my life. And then I kind of work backwards a little bit. Sometimes I hop around if I know like something is going to like come up or related to these goals that I know will happen within a certain amount of time frame. So I did think this through a little bit before this video, so this is not me processing in real time, but I may make some adjustments to my initial plan as I rethink about it. And so some of the 3-year goals that I have, and now I can kind of see it more clearly than when I first made this roadmap at the beginning of the year. You know, when you have a new baby, it's a lot, and sometimes you just can't see past it. But one other thing I would like to reestablish within the next 3 years is to become a regular volunteer again. I used to do that before I had kids, and now I want to get back into it. And then I want to compost again. I can see the light, y'all. Like, I can see the light when my kids become slightly less dependent on me for every single thing, where I have the bandwidth to do this stuff. And then 3-year goal is definitely to maintain a level of fitness that I achieve between now and then. And you're going to probably laugh at this one, but one of the things I want to do within the next 3 years is start a podcast. I actually really liked it when I had my podcast before. The interview model was hard. That part was hard, setting up the interviews, doing the interviews. So I probably would take a different route this time, but it's just a media that I really enjoy. And then very possibly a short form academic book. Interestingly, I didn't know these were a thing until very recently. So I'm like, oh, I could do that more easily than like a long form book. And then so within the next year, what I would like to do is, so I actually am thinking about adjusting, I just realized I smeared this, the way that I do the weight loss increments, because this doesn't make it super clear. Like within the next 6 months, I do want to lose like 20 to 25 pounds. That was the initial goal, and that's something that I want to achieve. Then within a year from now, I would like to lose an additional amount of weight, right? So anyway, I'm just going to throw it on there and see what happens. So this is more pounds. I mean, that's the optimal thing. Like, I guess I could put like, by this point, I want to weigh blank. I could do it that way too, but I'm going to keep it the way it is right now. And then I'm going to visit family in San Francisco. We're just going around the world, visiting family. That's what we're doing. And then we're definitely going to take, I'm taking a trip with my friends who are also turning 40 this year, and that will happen in October. And then one of the things that is on my like possible list is apply for research leave. So that is something that I'm thinking about doing. We will see if that, I'm not even sure if it's possible. I think it is though. I think I meet the criteria for this, but I need to double check. And then within the next 6 months, I need to definitely redesign my 302 classes. This is migrating over from my other roadmap. And then, and same with this one, design my CE classes. And then, yes, losing more weight, and then submit the edited collection proposal. Okay. So I'm just taking a quick look at my lifetime goals to see if like some and or all of this is reflected in here. Yeah, actually it is. So if I design my CE classes, this will naturally lead me down this path of volunteering. And then the startup podcast is a 3-year goal, honestly, because I'm not entirely sure yet what this next academic year looks like from a work standpoint. So I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I'm going to be launching my new redesign courses. I have a grant that I'm managing, and I also have these new community engaged courses that I'm dealing with. So I didn't want to like totally pile on with a whole new creative project, but that might shift up depending on how this all goes. So that's what we're thinking. And then this activity asks you to pick a goal off of here that will have the most positive impact on your life, and you break it down here and you create your game changer goal. So I'm going to actually keep the same one. It's weight loss, but I'm also putting fitness in a general sense because I don't want it to be just about losing weight. And this is the due date for this particular goal is this December. I do want to lose weight, but I also want to strengthen myself. I want it to be a holistic approach to fitness. So that is what I'm going for there. So for those of you who watched my beginning of the year roadmap, this is probably a little redundant, but gotta keep at it, right? Keeping at it. That is the thing. So I anticipate possibly once the progress on this gets more consistent, that it won't be my game changer goal forever, but it is right now a priority of mine, like a massive priority of mine. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, so then I'm going to kind of break down some action steps for my game changer goal that I will then like transfer when I set up my months for the rest of the year. So I definitely have like a different perspective on this than when I first set it at the beginning of the year, because of things I've tried, things that went well, things that didn't go well. So there's some stuff you'll see again, but then some of this stuff will also be new. So one of the things that I'm not doing well is figuring out a meal plan that is putting me in a calorie deficit. I am not doing well at tracking because a lot of the food I eat is created from scratch. It's hard to then like quantify the calories in it without going through quite a bit of labor. And you have to weigh it, or measure it in some way. You have to look up the ingredients and see what that translates to in terms of calories. It's just a lot of effort. So I might find a different way to do this that still involves like cooking from scratch, but that is slightly easier to figure it out. Because I do want to figure that out. Like right now, I just kind of err on the side of caution and like, I am prioritizing like protein and stuff and trying to like manage portion sizes, but it's really just kind of spaghetti at the wall at the moment. So then there is schedule the this is scheduling the what am I trying to my brain is not working today. Resistance training sessions. Yes. I might also consider subscribing to a service specifically for yoga classes, like a virtual one, because I don't want to go anywhere to do this, but I do love yoga. I just revisited it recently. And I'm like, yeah, I think my old bones would just like really enjoy more of this type of like fitness. And it would be nice to have like new videos to watch, because you get bored of doing the same ones over and over again. So resistance training and subscription. I want to keep up my walking regimen, which is just good for mind and body. So I think that's helpful. A couple of other things. So I need to, this is just a step I need to take. I need to move the weight stuff upstairs. I need to do that for sure. And then I actually thought of some stuff when I was setting up. Yeah. One of the things that will help me, I have plantar fasciitis. I don't know how to spell that. And to take care of that would be a huge boon, because it does sometimes impact my decision to work out. If it's especially egregious, like feeling, I just don't do it. So I actually have a doctor appointment scheduled to take care of this. So that is already kind of on there. I'm trying to think if there was, let me just double check my last, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else related to that, but I don't think so. I might, get a few more exercise outfits, because I run out of clothes sometimes, like exercise specific clothing and then I'm like, oh, I'll wait for laundry, and it's like a whole thing. Okay, so I think that's good for the mid-year roadmap. So I'm going to do stickers and put some color in here. I'm really excited. And I actually really like how I did the color in the last one, so I'm just reminding myself, okay, I just did the boxes and the lines, the stuff for the life, and then stuff that as I do it, I checked it off on my game changer goal. So let me take a look at these stickers that I might use. I'm going to pull from possibly the Just Start sticker book, possibly some beautiful stickers from the Zodiac Signs book, and then possibly some from the Wellness and Health sticker book too. So I'm going to take a look at this. Just see if there's anything that's like calling to me in here. I like colors I want to use. Actually, no. No. I just remembered that in the Ready, Set, Grow sticker pack, they have these like non-functional stickers that might be a good fit, like with this whole goal setting type of thing. And then there's so many pretty stickers in here, and it occurred to me the other day when I was looking at stuff, oh, I like this pencil spouting water, that like I don't look in this book a lot, and there's just some really pretty stuff in here. So I'm thinking about just kind of cherry picking, but I love this pencil. I'm definitely gonna use that in here. We'll see what happens. I don't even have a color plan in mind. We're gonna take a look at it. And then I like this little sentiment. It says planner, creator, manifester. Yes. Yes. I like that a lot. I'm just going through and seeing like, is there anything in particular that I want to pull from here? Aren't these beautiful? They're just so beautiful. It just made me like think that I need to like look in it more often. So that's what I'm doing. These are cute too. Okay, and then these are just kind of like astrological sign specific. Oh, I kind of like this. This kind of goes with this other ones too a little bit. The evil eye. We'll put that there. Yeah. This rainbow is cute too. I'm gonna use that. They have actually quite a few really nice eye stickers in here. Oh, I might save some of this for the, okay, so given this, let's see if there's anything in here. So these are kind of, I chose kind of the pastel colorway. These are a little bright. These are more appropriate. One day at a time, embrace the journey. Planner, dreamer, planner, doer, work in progress. I kind of like this one. Maybe not. I don't like that orange. The pink, maybe. Do your best. Yeah, I like that. And then I like that little sentiment too. Be, do, have is nice. And then let's take a look in the wellness book. And I'm going to come in with some color or something afterward. You're just along for the ride, y'all. I probably should skip this part of the video, but I'm not going to. Okay, so some wellness stuff. There's yoga here. Let's see if there's also more yoga. Ah, this is a pretty one. So it's yoga-y. It's also meditation is the main thing there. But that's actually part of like why I added fitness and not just weight loss is I want it to be a holistic approach. Like I am, you know, suffering from a bit of stress at the moment. And, you know, I would like to find time to make sure I'm hydrating and make sure that I, and to find time to meditate, for example. So I like this kettlebell. I just recently got a kettlebell and I'm a fan of it as a tool for working out. Drink water. Yes, I just said I should drink. My doctor's like, she's really sweet, but sometimes I'm like, girl, you do not understand my lifestyle. She's like, are you drinking at least 64 ounces of water? I'm like, who the fuck is drinking 64 ounces of water and not like spending the entire day in the bathroom? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys are. And if you are, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to call you out in that way. And if you are, tell me how you're doing it, because she is right. I do need to drink more water. But A, tracking how many ounces of water I drink just sounds horrible to me. And B, I don't know how I would physically do that. It just sounds outrageous to me. And also, I think I mentioned this before, but when I was pregnant and I was talking to the nurses about hydrating, they were like, any liquid you consume counts. And obviously water is superior as a liquid for hydration, but it made sense to me on some level in a very biochemical way that the water I'm drinking in my coffee or tea still counts as hydration to some extent. But I don't know, doctors, man, they be up your ass. Okay. So yeah. All right. And I like this little meal plan. All right. Am I over stickering? Yes, I am. Is that my prerogative? It sure is. Good buddy. I just like these. I'm just going to keep on going and going and going. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking that the commonish color that I'm seeing here is either pink or purple. Let's do pink. I know you're shocked. I do a lot of pink on this channel. All right, so I'm going to add some color and then it'll look really nice. And if you are new, I do look at this roadmap every time I set up a monthly plan, and try to, as best I can, check off when I do stuff on it, and integrate the goals that I have set into my monthly plan, which then in theory helps me do that into each week. So that is the idea. Oh, I forgot about this one. And then every 6 months, we obviously check back in with the roadmap. And if you have a different planner, but you like this goal setting system, they do have the roadmaps available on the website for free. You can totally download it and do it, or obviously you can just draw this out yourself. It's pretty simple compared to a lot of goal systems I've seen in the planner community. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to add, if you made it this far in the video, if you know of any other planner content creators who are like full-time working moms, can you please send me their channel names, because I'm dying over here. I feel like the well of content that I like to watch has dried up in this space. And I would just really like it if you gave me some recommendations. So please, 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 if you have other content creators that you like and you also watch my content and there's some commonality you see between them, I would love it. I would love it if you could give me recommendations. So thank you so much for watching this roadmap. Let me know in the comments, do you use the roadmap? How is your roadmap going? Did you do a 6-month check-in yet? All of that stuff. And see you back here soon for some more fun planner content. Take good care.